today's Anime Adventures video, we will be doing a value predictions video. So yeah, go check the video. And I also got a lot of different videos on different value predictions for things like the Halloween units. So I'll put the links in the description, pinned comment, and on the screen right now if you want to go check those videos out. And also, please do subscribe to the channel and let me know what you guys think the values is going to be, and like the video, and please comment. And I need to hit 12,000 subscribers before the end of this year, so please do hit the subscribe button. Without further ado, I think that's enough of me yapping. Join my Discord server down below to trade, and let's get straight into the video. So before we get to any value predictions, I would just like to state a couple of things. One, that some of the values are not going to be as accurate, as in they might be a little bit above, a little bit lower, but they're not going to be too far off in my opinion. That's one thing. Another thing is I did it with multiple people, so it's not just me doing it. And a third thing that I'd like to mention is that don't take it for word. This is not official, it's unofficial, but usually my predictions are quite like on spot, either exactly the right value or close. So keep it in mind, it's a little bit close, maybe a little bit less, a little bit more, but it shouldn't be too far off. And if you think, nah, this guy's capping, whatever, go check out my other values, like for the summer update or any other updates. You can check out all my other value prediction videos to see how accurate you may think I am. So yeah, let's get straight into the first one. Sorry for the yap. So Caesar, I'm saying 108 value and 4 demand for a couple of reasons. A decent unit, decent cosmetic, and he hasn't been out for too long so far. And he's a JoJo unit, which a lot of people like. Might be a little bit less, but nonetheless, I don't think it would be anything higher. But I would definitely say it might be a little bit less. But that's pretty much it for regular Caesar. Now the same thing applies for shiny Caesar than it does for the regular one, and pretty much if the regular one's going to be pretty high value, then so will the shiny one. There's not really much to explain. It's pretty much the exact same things I said, and I don't really want to be repeating myself and wasting you guys' time and extending the video. Even though, if you don't already know, if you look at the timeline of the video, you can skip to the part you want to see. So, oh, you don't care about Caesar. Now I want to know about Gilgamesh. Now I want to know about Cooler's value. You can skip to those parts because YouTube has a little feature. Skip to the chapters, and if you can't see those, go to the description, scroll a little bit down if it's not already at the top with all the timestamps. So, okay, Gilgamesh at this time, click on the time and take you to that time, take you to Dazai and whatever. So I don't waste you guys' time, man. You know, for that, I think you should subscribe. Okay, now we're on to Cooler, whose value is not going to be anything too special. Let me just check real quick. It's already on the screen, but I need to check. 40 value and 3 demand. Regular Infinity Castle unit nonetheless. Regular demand, regular value. Nothing too special, and you probably didn't even need me to predict it, but it's in the video just for anyone that wants to know. Now, Shiny Cooler's actually got mixed opinions when it comes to the cosmetic, how much value should be. So I'm just going to give it a base value of 625. Some people say that it should be higher, some people will say that it should be lower. It's kind of mixed opinions and what people think about it. I think it shouldn't be that high. Maybe it should even be 625 in my opinion, but because some people got mixed opinions in the group chat and what people think, so I'm just going to put it at 625 just to satisfy everybody. But in my opinion, I think it's a little bit lower, but some people might think it's higher. So just put it in the middle so I can satisfy everybody. So yeah, 625 value and what's called 4 demand. Now I'm predicting Gilgamesh to have a value of 300 and a value, a demand of 5. Why? Because Gilgamesh is a good meta unit. He's pretty kind of hard to obtain with the portals, secret portals that you have to get from drops Infinity mode. So infinite mode. I don't know why I keep bugging out saying that. So it's pretty hard to obtain. He's a very good unit, and he's most likely going to have a good cosmetic. If the cosmetic is bad, it will decrease his value by like around 40, but it still be quite high value, even a regular unit at 300 value and 5 demand. The only thing I would say about Gilgamesh is when he becomes outdated, his value will obviously decrease. But at the moment, he's still a very good unit, and it's most likely going to have a very good cosmetic as long as they don't mess it up. So that's why his demand for a regular unit is so high, and same thing for his value. You might disagree, or you might even think he's higher. I don't know, but that's where I think it should be, and the majority will probably agree. Now, when it comes to shiny Gilgamesh, it's definitely going to rely on the cosmetic and depending on how good it is. But whether it's shiny or not, it has to be shiny, obviously it's shiny. But whether the cosmetic is good or not, it's still going to have a decent value nonetheless. However, I think if it's going to be a good cosmetic, the value is low-key going to be around, I'll put it on the screen already, but I'm just going to explain anyways. It's going to be like around like 1,900 to 2,000 plus if the cosmetic is good. And if the cosmetic is bad, it'll be like around 1,300 to 1,400. But yeah, but if the cosmetic is bad, the demand will be 5. If the cosmetic is good, it'll be 6 to 7. Because I feel like they can definitely make this cosmetic very cold, and they can also make it very dookie at the same time. So this depends if AA cooks or not. It's really just up to them. I have no clues. It's up to them at the end. They cook. If they don't, they don't. But yeah, that's what I'm saying for the value of Gilgamesh. So keep in mind, you're gonna have to be a little bit judgmental when it comes to cosmetic, see what other people are saying, see what you think. Because people think like the shiny Piccolo cosmetic is good, people think the shiny Mami cosmetic is good, things like that. So you just gotta think like other people, and if the cosmetic is good, you can use that to your advantage when discussing the values before the value list updates, because they are taking 10 years to do that every update. So yeah, you might want to actually use this video. Now, Boxo Go is obviously going to have the insane value of 402 demand. I love Boxo, and you'll probably get a little bit overpaid when it comes to like a certain traders that just really want Boxo for the memes, the jokes. But if we're being realistic here, Boxo is not going to have high value. It's not going to have high demand. You just, unless you find that one rich guy that really likes Boxo because he's a meme guy, and sure, but to the average trader, it's not going to be high value or high demand because it's the leaderboard unit, and like a lot of people have, and he's a Dookie unit, Dookie cosmetic, so it's going to be 400, no, not 400 value and 2 demand. I'm just going to have to be realistic, even though I really do like him. He's a goofy unit, and I do find him quite funny for some reason, because even the anime, like the anime name is goofy, reincarnated as a vending machine or something, I don't even know. Now for the shiny version, there's literally not much else to say. It's going to be 800 value and 3 demand. It might even be a little bit less value, but it's a shiny LB unit at the end of the day, so you can't really make it too less. So it might be a little bit less, a little bit more, probably just a little bit less in my opinion. At the end of the day, same thing applies. It's a goofy unit. You might find some guy trying to overpay for it just because it's Boxo, and they're just really being goofy and they're rich. But realistically, if we're going to look at just for the general trading site, it's just going to be 800 value and 3 demand. It's just a shiny LB unit that is extremely goofy and garbage when it comes to cosmetic and unit wise. Now Dazai is going to have a value of 285 and a demand of 5, because Homura had similar value, a little bit more, a little bit less when she first came out, and she's actually kind of worse when it comes to Dazai. Not in terms of unit wise, Homura is a better unit than Dazai, I understand that, but what you got to keep in mind is Dazai is a very good support that everybody uses. That's one thing. He's the same like way to obtain, same rarity as Homura, and he's going to have a better cosmetic than Homura. Homura's cosmetic is very plain, very mid. I would say it's garbage, I would say it's bad, but it's definitely not good as well. Dazai is going to have a good cosmetic. You can just tell by looking at the unit. There's literally no way they can literally reuse what's on the unit and it will still be good. Like, people are gonna rock the cosmetic. The aura is gonna be good normally, and you got all the text and everything. It's gonna cook normally and shiny. So the cosmetic is gonna be good. The rarity is pretty good, and the unit is good. So the value is gonna be 285 and 5 demand, and that's like my explanations for why. Because you gotta base it a little bit off Homura, and you gotta like, you know, just change it up. But look at Homura for a basing point, since they're the same type of unit when it comes to how they are obtained. Now, this is where we get a little bit conflicted with a lot of people, because we're going to say the value of shiny Dazai is 1,900 and he's going to have a demand of 6. Now, the demand is justifiable, obviously. He's just going to have a better cosmetic nonetheless. Probably not too insane, but the fact is we've got all the things that I applied from earlier and more. And keep in mind, it's obviously not going to be shiny Homura value yet, because shiny Homura has been increasing for how long? Shiny Dazai will increase over time. He won't be stable straight away, in my opinion. And another thing I want to say is, some of you might think it's way lower, but what you got to keep in mind is, when shiny Homura first came out, look at the value of her, and keep in mind, I'm saying shiny Dazai will be less. But we also got the good cosmetic. As you can see, the cosmetic is going to cook. It's going to be insane. Don't get me tripping. The unit is still hard to obtain, like same like shiny Homura. And the cosmetic is good, and it's still a very good unit. So all those things keeping in mind, it's obviously going to have a higher value than things like shiny Mami, for example. Because you can't say shiny Mami is it's the same value as shiny Dazai. Like, shiny Dazai is harder to get. It's most likely going to have a better cosmetic. It might be worse, okay, but not by that much. And the rarity is better, and the unit is better. So like, you gotta keep these things in mind when taking into account the value. So it might be a little bit less, a little bit more, but it won't be too far off. I don't think it'll be loads off. So just keep that in mind. Then we got Rohan, who's a pretty easy unit to get. He wasn't too special, he wasn't that good of a unit, and this cosmetic is just pure decent. That's why his value is actually higher than the average unit that would come out from him. So yeah, his value is going to be 75 and 3 demand. Not much to explain. It's a mid unit, decent cosmetic, and not that hard to obtain. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Rohan. Now, a shiny Rohan's cosmetic was definitely disappointing, decreasing his value by quite a decent amount, because he wasn't even that hard to obtain, and he's a mid unit, so he needed to get carried by cosmetic, which he did not. So his value will be 600 and his demand will be 4, just because of the pure fact his rarity kind of carries him, and the fact that he's still a stand. Yeah, his cosmetic did not cook at all, and neither the fact that he's a cheeks unit, like a mid unit. Now we've got Pain, who's going to have a value of 115. This keep in mind because he's a good unit. His difficulties in the middle is kind of like sound a little bit harder because it's legend stages, so we'll put that in mind, and we'll also keep it in mind the fact that he's actually a pretty decent unit, and he's probably gonna have a decent, nothing too special cosmetic. They could cook with it. I feel like I have ideas for them to cook with it, but are they really gonna put in the effort for paying? I don't know. So we're just gonna play a little bit safer, say 115. Might be a little bit lower in my opinion, maybe a little bit higher, but it's not gonna be insanely far off. But it might be a little bit off. I won't disagree if you guys say that in the comments. Now, shiny paint has a lot of potential, but I don't think they're going to meet the potential in my opinion. I feel like they're just going to make it close cosmic, because what they can do, they can put like a little earthquake and he stands on it or something falling down or something like that, but I don't think they're going to put in the effort for shiny paint. And the unit already looks like a proper reskin, so we're just going to underestimate the value for now until we see further progress, because I'm going to make multiple of these value predictions for like updates. That's why like I've already predicted the value for like some of the units in this, but now that time progresses, the value changes and becomes more accurate and things like that. This is still a rough value prediction, but I'm still gonna say 700 value and 4 demand just because it's a good unit. But the cosmic is, they can cook or they can make it look mid, like, so it's just really what AA is feeling right now. Now we got Jiraya, who's gonna have a value of 90 and a demand of 4. Now the reason I've selected this, it might be a little bit higher, a little bit lower, but it won't be too far off. It's because sure, yeah, Amelia is very high value, but keep in mind Amelia, a lot less people have her. You can actually summon Jiraya, and there's a lot of people that do Jiraya's job. Like, there's a lot of slows that are tradable, not just Jiraya. Now, don't keep him wrong, Jiraya's still very good, but you still got units like Amelia, still got Kyoichi and things like that. There's a lot more units that do Jiraya's job compared to a unit like Power, where it's just Xiaotia that replaces her job. So, that's what I'm going to say, but I feel like the Jiraya cosmic will be decent, nothing too special, but I feel like it's still a very, very good unit to have, pretty much carrying his value. So, it's going to have a value of 19 and a demand of 4 if you do decide to trade Jiraya, even though I probably wouldn't even trade him in my opinion, but maybe if you get a spare one or you really want to get into trading, go ahead. Now we've got a value of 605 demand for shiny Jiraya, which is actually higher than the average unit that is a shiny summonable unit. And some of you guys might disagree, might say it's a little bit lower, and I might agree to that, but I would not say it's higher, but I might agree to it being lower. But I feel like they're gonna cook a little bit with the cosmetic. I feel like it's gonna be very goofy and a lot of people are gonna want it and like it. So I feel like that's why I put the value where it is. I would understand and agree if it was a little bit lower, but I would not say it's high 100%. So yeah, yeah, I kind of see where you guys might come from, but I feel like it's gonna be very funny and a lot of people are gonna like it. And they might even not just do the close, they might do the whole like you just bounce on the thing. I forgot what you call it because I have not watched Naruto in a very long time, and I did not watch all of it anyways. But I just know everything from spoilers. Okay, that was a quick yap session, but you know what I mean, the flipping tail thing, man, you know what I'm talking about. And he might just be cat bouncing on it. If he does that too, then it's insane. But if it's just the onesie, then it might be a little bit less. But nonetheless, it's still gonna have pretty good value and higher than the average shiny summonable unit, just because it's cosmetic. You know, they can make it insanely bad. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you want to check out my other value prediction videos, they'll be in the pinned comment and in the description, so please go check those out. If you want to know predictions for other units, like the Halloween units for example, so yeah, go check those out. And I hope you guys did find this video useful. If you got any questions, let me know in the comments down below, and please do subscribe with notifications on. I will be doing a trading stream tomorrow and a lot of different content on my channel, so please do subscribe. I'm trying to make a lot of original content on my channel, and I do also got original stuff if I'm being honest, but I pretty much got everything on my channel, so yeah, go check it out. And that's pretty much it. It's been Rexon. Please subscribe, I'm trying to hit 12k, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.